So, welcome along everybody. My name's Big Al. I'll be your tractor driver and tour guide for the next quarter of an hour or so. Just be aware the track does get a little bit bumpy, so if I drive nice and slow, you hold on tight. Hopefully we won't bounce anyone out over the sides. I tell you what though, let me know if we do, and I'll try not to run them over on the way back. So, that being said, let's head out around the farm and see what we can find. Here we go, found our first lot of animals on our little safari around the park. And there they are, there's a couple of donkeys there. And next after those guys, there's the llamas. Do you know what the llamas said to their cousins when they found out they were off on holiday? How to pack a bag. Oh, I hope you guys like that one, because I've got plenty more just like it. Yeah, so that was our first little port of call on our magical mystery tour around the park. Let's head out a bit further and see what else we can find. While I'm talking of magic though, did you guys know this is a magic tractor? Yeah, at least I think it's a magic tractor. Someone said they saw it turn into a field the other day. Yeah, and then it turned into a barn. And then it turned straight back into a field. Yeah, no, that's magic. Maybe I'm getting the wrong end of the stick. And not the woolliest sheep in the old field. What about that new movie tractor? Have any of you guys seen that new movie tractor? No, I've not seen it either. I've only seen the trailer. Do you know what you get if you cross a robot with a tractor? You get a transformer. Yeah, that may conjure up a slightly different mental picture for some of you back there. But moving on, his name is Optimus Prime. I'm sure they're very nice people. Yeah, I used to have this mate, right, and he was completely obsessed with tractors. He'd go out and buy all the magazines and he'd stick all the posters up. And then he got a girlfriend. And yeah, she went into it, so she said, you're going to have to get rid of all of that. So he did what he was told, he took down all the posters and he got rid of all the magazines. And do you know what? No, he just sucks all the air out of the room. Yeah, he's an ex-tractor fan. And it looks like we found our next lot of animals on our little safari around the park, and here they are. There's some sheep. We're very lucky guys indeed to see these sheep here, because these sheep keep threatening to leave us. Yeah, they keep threatening to go off and set up their own little comedy club. Yeah, because these sheep here, they're very special. Yeah, these sheep, they're our laughing stock. Yeah, so there they are though. There's our laughing stock. It may be worth just having a scan along the hedge line at the top of the field there. There are some pigs in there somewhere. Wouldn't surprise me if they're actually hiding away though, because a couple of them have just broken up their boyfriend, so they might be having a little bit of a sulk. Yeah, I know it's sad, but it had to be done. Because one was a complete bore, and the other one was a total swine. Yes, the way the ladies did it though. They sent them John Deere letters. Poor old piggy wiggies. Still, I suppose that's what you get if you take a sow for granted. Yeah, I think we've actually got some ink splodge pigs in these pens here. It's not because they're spotty, it is because they keep running out of the pen. Yeah, I think we've actually got some sheep in there pretending to be some pigs. And then out in the field there, we've got some pigs pretending to be some sheep. There they are. They're the ink splodge pigs. They keep running out of the pen. Yeah, and then in this field here on the corner, this is where we used to keep our kangaroos, but as you can see, some sheep got in there with them. And I expect everybody knows what happens if you mix sheep with kangaroos. All you end up with is woolly jumpers, so no more kangaroos. And then as we get up around the corner here, you're not going to believe your eyes, but we've got some lovely, lovely grass. Yeah, there it is, look. Yeah, we did have some sheep in there. They've gone off to set up their own little music festival with their two ringleaders. They've taken lots of help with them. Yeah, old Lady Barbar and Bleat Aurora. Yeah, they've gone off to set up their own little music festival. So, That gives me a little bit of time to see if you're up on current affairs. Did you hear about the old scarecrow that won a Nobel Prize? Yeah, apparently he was outstanding in his field. What about your wildlife knowledge? Does anyone know what the most common owl in Britain is? Give you a little clue. Don't live on a farm, don't even live in the woods, lives in the kitchen. Yeah, that's right, it's the teat. It's the teat owl. There's millions of them about. And then up next, we've got the Big Sheep Castle. Here it is, look. I'm not going to lie to you guys though, it is looking a little bit sorry for itself though, but it did used to be very posh and plush. Do you know what happened to it though? The sheep got together and they ram raided it. Yeah, they completely fleeced the place, they did. You can still see all the big bags of fleece in there. Some people still don't believe me though, like what are you on about how sheep can't drive? And I point out the amount of Formula 1 world champions there are, they're actually sheep, and it usually wins me the argument. Of course, it all started off with old Michael Schumacher. He weren't too bad a driver, was he? And then there was Lewis Hamilton, yeah, or Sir Lewis Hamilton, should I say? And of course, you could forget my personal favourite, Jenson Button. Yeah, so they got loads of championships between them there. So sheep can drive, and they can drive real fast. And then as we get around the corner here, there should be some goats in this field here. They're probably all skulking away down the bottom, but we'll get down to them eventually. Yeah, we did used to keep sheep in that field there as well. As you can see for yourself, it's quite steep in there. And on the wet days, what we'd end up with was landslides. So we had to take the sheep out of there and put some goats in instead. They are much more sure-footed. And so as we were working our way down over the hill, it gives me a little bit of time to tell you a little bit about myself. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I live next door to a horse. Yeah, that's right. She's my neighbour. I only really see her after dark though. I think she must be a nightmare. No, actually, she's really nice, because I was having some trouble with my computer the other day. Could not get me Wi-Fi working. So she said, why don't you try putting your router in my house? So I tried that, and wouldn't you know, now I've got a stable connection. So yeah, and also I do like to get you guys just a spare thought for us guys working here. Yeah, us big sheep farmers. Yeah, we enjoy working here, we like giving you guys a good time. The main problem is though, yeah, it's the celery. Yeah, it's only minimum sage. Yeah, we don't even get a chance to read the pepper while we're here. And when we get home with beet, yeah, all we want to do is turn it the covers on Dave into bed. So there is the goats. See, I wasn't kidding. Yeah, and then you see where the goats are in there. See that trough in there? Well, that's where the pigs were living last year. And I saw a pig jump in that trough. And he got his rubber duck out. And he got his bubble bath out. And he started having a little scrub. And I couldn't work out what was going on. So I asked Farmer about it. And do you know what he said? He said hogwash. Yeah, man, a few words off, Farmer. Well, here we go, look. There's some escape goats there. Out on the track. Yeah, and you've heard about our singing sheep and our racing driving sheep, but that's not the end of the talented animals. We've actually got some actors coming up down here. Yeah, a couple of stars of the big DC superhero movies just down here. There they are, look. There's Ben Kavlik and Jason Momoa. Big movie stars they are. Yeah, but that's not the end of the acting talent. Oh no. Coming up down here, we've got another huge Hollywood star just down here, big A-lister down here. Been in the biz for decades. Where is he? Oh, I've spotted him. Here he comes. There he is, look. There's Al Pacino. Yeah, and he's in there with his three mates, plain, toasted and burnt. And then in this field here, down on the bottom corner, we have some ducks and we've got some chickens in there. Yeah, and they're talented as well. They're a bunch of singers. They've got their own little pop tribute act. Yeah, and together they make up a little mix of chicken and ducks. If you do ever go out to see them perform, make sure they do their hit single, Shout Out to My Eggs. Shout out to my eggs. They're great with beans and spam. I eat them for breakfast. They made me who I am. Yeah, of course they do quack magic as well, but I don't know the words to that one, so you don't have to hear me sing anymore, so that's a bonus, isn't it? And of course, some of these chickens, they'll be going off of our are very special sheep. They're going off to set up their comedy club, because you can't have a comedy club without having a few comedy hens, can you? Yeah, I might go out to that. Sounds like a good night, especially if the ducks go. Yeah, then it'll be crackers. And so this is probably the bumpiest bit on the old track here, as we go down over the old stream here. So I'll slow right down, and hopefully I won't catapult anybody out over the sides. Go there. And then as we head back down through here, back down the ways we came, no trip around the big sheep would be quite complete without mentioning the infamous big sheep dog tree in the woods over there. He is really hard to spot, so don't worry if you can't see him. But can you ever guess why he's called the dog tree? Some people do find it obvious, especially with the amount of puns I've already chucked in there. Yeah, that's right, it's because of his bark. Yeah, apparently it's really rough, just like my jokes. This one is one of my favourites, so hopefully this will at least raise a smile. Do you know what you get if you put a brown chicken and a brown cow together? What you get? Brown chicken, brown cow. How about if you cross a chili pepper with a shovel and a poodle? Well, you get hot diggity dog. How about if you cross a sheepdog with a primrose? You get cauliflower. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Do you know what the most punctual animal on the farm is? It's the watchdog. Yeah, I would try all these jokes out on the old sheepdog. I'm just afraid that he'd herd them all. And so as we head back down through here, I'd just like to draw your attention to those sheds on the right hand side there. Yeah, well, they didn't have the llamas or the donkeys in there last year, so I thought I'd set up a little business in there. Yeah, I thought I'd set up a little yacht building business. Yeah, things were going great as well, until the sales went through the roof. Yeah, while I'm talking of roofs, I don't know if you guys have noticed it or not, we've got that little awning above your head there. Yeah, he may not be the greatest ceiling in the world, but he's up there. And you guys, you did actually have a stroke of luck jumping on the back of my tractor, because one of the guys, he drives around here going, "The end is nigh, the end is nigh." Yeah, that's Farmageddon, that is. That's a completely different experience. And so, as I said earlier, my name's Big Al. Some people do call me Al Pungino. I'll let you decide what you want to call me when I let you out the back of the trailer in a minute. Hopefully it's nice though. I hope my farmyard jokes and sheep puns went too bad for you. I am always looking for more though, so if you've got any, please feel free to let me know. Or if you just think there's too many already, just lambast me about it in a minute. No, don't do that, because I always feel a little bit sheepish when I finish my tractor rides. Not sure you're going to make all those puns. Hopefully you've enjoyed them though, and hopefully you guys enjoyed your ride. Please enjoy the rest of your day.